We're kind of a country of extremes. In the United States or in North America, when you say buffalo, most people think of the bison. Buffalo are part of our heritage. I think is coming back in a great way. The crazy thing is, and you don't even get as good a feel for it, I would bet you that there was 15 to 20 million buffalo, although over 1 million is hard for me to fathom.
I went down to the river, flowing out onto the seas. I had loved a lot of women.
When I came to South Dakota, I thought totally out of my element. The Wild West. Pretty much the only thing I've ever really hunted is whitetail. Most people have stressful jobs, and I have a job that I love to do. I race side-by-sides for Can-Am.
Channy on a roll right now. Channy's had to work his way forward.
I won a couple championships. So that's what I was focusing on 6 months ago. Never once did a buffalo cross my mind.
How's it going?
Britt.
Kevin Howard.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Kyle. Kyle Chaney, nice to meet you.
Chelsea.
I've challenged myself. It's still a job for me, and it is very stressful, and I take my job very serious. What's the trick to hunting the buffalo?
Well, most of it's just spotting them and then stalking into them. So.
Yeah. When I get outdoors, it gets me away from all that stuff.
When I was young, I seemed to fall asleep.
My first thought when Kyle gave me a call and asked if I wanted to go do a buffalo hunt with him, I didn't really know what to expect coming out here.
Devil's Tower.
From its base, Devil's Tower is more than 4 football fields tall.
It's boring.
You're reading really.
That's boring. We need some real facts.
My goal coming up here was to document the whole experience, do something that I haven't done before.
Like what does the devil have to do with this tower is what we need to figure out. So I met Brett in 2014 or 2015, and I'd always looked at his pictures, and they were really good.
I started FST Outdoors about 7 years ago. It grew into something, took my talents into the hunting industry. Chelsea's my girlfriend. She is currently Miss West Virginia. We both get to travel the world together and hunt.
Everybody brought their fancy cameras, so I bought myself a camera so I can take some pictures too. So this is good for 3M, whatever the M stands for. It's gotta be miles.
Meters. No,
that's miles.
Are you sure you don't want to borrow mine?
No, I got 27 pics left, dude.
The best way I could describe Kyle, he's kind of like a big kid.
Oh yeah, got it. That's money. That's a banger right there. We don't even have to edit these. These are 3-mile range with this beast. Smile. That's great, guys.
It's a lot of flat terrain here. Instead of hauling around all our camera equipment, we use the Defender to get us from point A to point B without breaking the back.
The prairie out here in South Dakota is super cold. It's like the frozen tundra up here. There's nothing around here.
It handled the terrain really well. It had the power to go up a lot of these steep inclines.
I didn't know what to expect. I thought it would be farmlands and I knew it would be cold, but I didn't think it would be this cold. There's, it's just miles and miles of rolling hills. See the trees?
Oh yeah, there they are. They're on the backside of the trees. Yeah, you see them?
The first time I saw a buffalo, they're massive. I had no idea how big they were.
I would say buffalo, it's not easy to sneak up on them and get that close.
Get up over that point and see what's got backside of it.
Yeah, let's do it.
They're the biggest animal in North America. They are historically accurately here.
Yeah, they're just up on the other side of this draw right where we couldn't see them. We could just see their back. Let's move down here into the trees. That way we can move if we need.
And it's hard to spot and stalk and sneak up just incredibly big, impressive, strong animals.
Something bumped them. We don't think it was us, but the big one didn't step out, so kind of had to wait for the whole group to step out, and they didn't do it, so we'll be back after it tomorrow.
It was a tough hunt for sure. The buffalo aren't as easy to harvest as some may think. Were both those shot around here? Those
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's good hunting around here.
Really? I didn't get started hunting from family or anything. It was actually some buddies. I held it 2 days ago. Thanksgiving morning. I loved the white-tailed deer and I loved harvesting them, and I love their meat.
So I absolutely love to cook, especially wild game. I want to, at some point, get some more recipes for people to see that it is easy that for the normal consumer to cook a meal with elk or bison.
As far as the meat or the conservation aspect, like, what's your opinion on bison hunting?
You know, bison meat is popular. Everybody wants to try buffalo burgers and buffalo meat and buffalo steaks, and so it's a big part of the culture up here.
It still feeds our family, and that's one of the main reasons we're out here is for the meat. It's a challenge, but at the same time, it's doing something that we love.
I think that the bond that hunting creates is unlike anything else in this world. I think that the traditions that are behind it and the family aspects of people getting able to get out in the woods and have a bond that you can't really get anywhere else.
The biggest thing, the wind's in our favor a little bit, but we don't want to make any extra noise. So buffalo have what's called a cohesive herd structure, and they go everywhere as a unit. And they don't just go their own way and scatter out. Or just be patient.
Yeah.
Usually you can use the terrain and the wind to stalk up within 150 yards, which is sufficient for a modern high-velocity rifle.
Yeah, I got him. Do your yard, just hold dead on.
Right there's your shot. Go for it. I think everyone that comes out here and harvests the buffalo becomes a little bit connected to the past. And so I think that has value.
How much meat can a bison provide, a bison of this size?
This one probably weighs 1,850 to 1,900 pounds. That'll probably translate down to about 600 pounds of cut and wrap, boneless meat. Just a great thing to put on the table.
This whole experience was really fun. I mean, coming out here and getting to hang out with all my friends, and it's been a good time.
Like I said, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. It's been an amazing experience. Some epic memories were made with some really good friends, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
It's been a trip of a lifetime. It's definitely an experience that I'll never forget, and I'm really excited to get that meat in the freezer and back home so I can start cooking on it.
Can you take a picture of me with it, Chelsea? Well, I'm gonna have that. They're the pro photographers.
Yeah, that's true.
I say let's do no flash. I'm walking away from it definitely thinking a little different about buffalo. I have a way bigger respect for that animal now, for sure. Thank you. Those pictures, that camera will probably go in a pile of other cameras that my grandma has, and make it a surprise when she goes to the Walmart and gets them developed.